Get ready for an action-packed, fun-filled video where we watch knights smack each other with long sticks, we watch a really funny jester, we talk to amazing people, and I also get taught a lesson. Stick around, let's learn some history.
Right, it is time to meet our jousters. They are jousting as the mythical, as the wonderful. And I will call them out and you get to decide who will be your favourites, who you are going to cheer on for the rest of this day. Give a large round of applause for Jason of the Argonauts. Please give a large round of applause for Sir Lancelot.
Whee!
Please give a large round of applause for the Wild Man. Give a large round of applause to the Wyvern. Are you ready to play a joust?
Yeah!
Let's sail! Lancelot raised his lance and offered no strike. A wonderfully broken spear there for the Wild Man. 3 points! Well, I believe Lancelot's spear remains unbroken. For the Wild Man, a strike to the charge for 3 points! For the Argo, an attempt to the charge for 1 point. For the Wyvern, a clean strike to the charge for 3 points. For the Argo, a strike to the charge for 3. And for the Fierce Wyvern, a strike to the charge for 3. For the Wild Man, a strike to the charge for 3 points. But for the Argo, our first of this afternoon, a strike to the helm for fully 5 points.
Whee!
For the Wild Man, a strike to the Argo's helm for 5 points. And for the Argo, a strike to the Wild Man's shield or charge for 3 points.
Whee!
A reversal of fortune there. There was no encounter in the list. For the Wyvern, an attempt to the charge for 1 point. For Lancelot, a clean strike to his opponent's helm for 5 full points.
Whee!
For the Argo, 3 points. For Lancelot, repeating his marvellous feat in the last spear. A strike to the Argo's helm for 5 points.
Whee!
Lancelot, a miss, but for the Argo, a strike to the charge for 3 points. Congratulations, my lord of the Argo. So for the Wireman, a miss. For the Wild Man, a strike to the target for 3. For the Wild Man, a strike to the charge for 3. And for the Wyvern, a strike to the charge for 3. For the Wild Man, an attempt on the charge for 1 point only. But for Jason of the Argo, his second of this afternoon, a clean break to the helm for 5 points. So taking it by a score of 10-6, please give a large round of applause for your 12 o'clock winner, Jason of the Argonauts!
Look at all this technology. What do we need that for? We're here for a day out. YouTube doesn't exist here.
And I'm calling you out!
Okay. Not bad. Not terrible.
That right there is emotional damage.
To put some history in it, in England we had the Sunday shooting laws.
That's right.
So by law we had to fight, we had to practice with a bow every Sunday.
That's right.
On the way to church, on the way back from church. It was the same way we did golf. It was on a march. It was like a golf course there and back.
Yeah.
Scots had an equal law. However, you could choose between targe, axe, and bow.
Yeah.
Most Scots picked the targe and axe.
I was about to say that.
Right.
I was staying quiet.
Yeah. Which is quite interesting because at the same time, the Scots had an equally mobile army. Same, they were strong. They were farmers. They were
of
muscular
course.
men. But most of them picked the targe, shield, or an axe, right?
If they could get them, that is.
I think if I remember history, axes were the most popular, I think.
They were the most popular. The problem is, though, when it comes to the Scottish, is that a lot of the time, axes and even spears, they weren't exactly easy to come by for Scotland. So a lot of the time, you would actually find Scottish people with farming tools.
Well, that's what billhook is over there.
That's exactly what a billhook, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Billhooks, even in the War of the Roses, were the most common weapon because a farmer literally went, oh, I'll put that on a long stick.
And that's basically where it's part of where the halberd came into play as well.
Yeah,
because that's how it all.
That was a bit later on.
I was quite later on, but it all tied in. Then you also had the Scottish Chilterns as well later on, which was started by Wallace, but then perfected by Bruce later on.
No, what the Scots did very well in all their military was they were light and mobile.
Yes.
That's where axemen, billhooks, that's where that plays in.
That's
they
right.
could move them very, very quickly.
That's right.
You know, the English at the 14th century, they were playing with things called the hedgehog. So you had a group of men. So you have archer, spearman, swordman, archer, and again,
yeah.
It's called the hedgehog.
Yeah.
It's a French concept that we kind of took on for a bit and then didn't like. So yeah, it's very much experimenting. I really admire the Scots. What's the word? Flexibility. Military flexibility.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I mean, we've been fighting for the best part of 1,000 years, you know. You kick the Romans out, then you kicked us out.
Well,
you know.
I was actually about to really delve quite deeper into there because this is the thing about the Scots is where we don't need to stand toe-to-toe with you. And the Romans learned that just as much as you learned that many years later.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. It's like France and Russia.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
We'll just let the win together.
Yeah, exactly. Just we don't need to fight. Just walk away.
Well, I was reading some historical transcripts how people kept warm. And the Romans, when they were on the wall, both walls, Hadrian's and what's his face? What's the other one? There was two, wasn't there?
The Antonine Wall.
That's the one. And the base there. they used to fill their clothes with nettles
That's right.
to
That is
stay
right.
warm. So they'd stuff all their clothes with nettles and get stung because all the blood comes to the surface. Yeah, I keep trying to come this way. I keep getting good conversations. I've been told by the boss I need to get some lunch. So, and yeah, lovely chatting with you all, and,
Yeah.
and I hope you enjoy the day.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your lunch.
Everyone say hello, Andy.
Oh, Andy.
It's very simple. All you have to do is lay on the ground. You chose to do it. Okay, right. Before hiding, come on. Honestly, please, it's not like there's a show on. Very important. Can you tell the rest of the audience that if this hurts you, it's not my fault? Andy, please tell the rest of the audience it's not my fault. Shall I balance it on my chin over Andy? No! Ah! All right, fine, I'll do it.
Oh. Whee! Whee!
Should I juggle these knives? What Andy doesn't know is that these are actually juggling knives. And genuinely, they wouldn't even chop through a carrot. You're fine, Andy. Everything's fine. Shall I jiggle some knives over Andy?
Gone!
The first thing. The second thing. Andy, I'd like to assure you, on a serious note, this is very dangerous. And I'm perfectly safe.
Oh.
These are two solutions to the same problem. This is more elegant, that is more brutal, I think.